to the poem. So, Ode on a Grecian Urn was written in May 1819 and it was first published anonymously in Annals of the Fine Arts for 1819 and later on subsequently in Keats' third and final publication, that is Lamia, along with some poems, that is Lamia Isabella, the Eve of St. Agnes and other poems in 1820. So first of all it was published anonymously in Annals of the Fine Arts. Okay, and later on it was published along with all these poems, and the poem is considered as one of the great odes of 1819 along with other odes, Ode on Indolence, Ode on Melancholy, Ode to a Nightingale and Ode to Psyche. So these are the other odes. So basically we consider all these odes as great odes of 1819. Okay, now here the poet had some first-hand acquaintance with the Elgin marbles. So it is a collection of classic Greek marble sculptures. അതിനെ ബേസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ആ ഒരു മോട്ടിവേഷൻ ഉണ്ടായി എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത് ഈ ഒരു ഓഡ് ഓൺ എ ഗ്രേഷ്യൻ ഏൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഓഡ് എഴുതാൻ പോം എഴുതാൻ. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് additional to that there was another inspiration, that is 2 articles written by English artist and writer Benjamin Hayden. So this also motivated or inspired him to write this particular poem, and this is an ekphrasis. So as we already know that we are familiar with the poem The Last Touches, and it is also an ekphrasis type of poem, that is the poetic representation of a painting or sculpture in words. That is a poem about an art. Okay, that is ekphrasis. Now George Gilfillan, that is another critic, considered this particular poem as the finest of Keats' smaller pieces and suggested that in originality Keats has seldom been surpassed. His works rise like an exhalation. So that was a comment about John Keats by George Gilfillan. And later on, Matthew Arnold claimed that the passage describing the little town is Greek as a thing from Homer or Theocritus. It is composed with the eye on the object, a radiancy and light clearness being added. So basically all of them admired. Matthew Arnold also admired John Keats. Okay, now poet and critic T.S. Eliot, he always has his own style, his own type of comments about different authors. In his 1929 essay, that is Dante, you must be familiar with that essay Dante. That is, in that particular essay, he considered the last line of this poem that we will see, that is about beauty, truth, beauty and all. That line is considered as a pseudo statement, as an example of pseudo statement. Okay, now Clint Brooks is another famous critic. In his essay, that is in the Well-Wrought Urn, chapter 8 is completely dedicated to this particular poem, that is Keats' Sylvan Historian. Chapter 8 is, the heading is Keats' Sylvan Historian, and in that particular essay or that particular article, Clint Brooks takes a microscope to Ode on a Grecian Urn. So he basically liked to do some criticism, that is kind of comparative study, and he studied, or he gave an idea or overall study of this Ode on a Grecian Urn, the poem Ode on a Grecian Urn. Okay, and that particular collection of essays, the chapter 8 is dedicated to Keats' Sylvan Historian. Now another famous critic, that is Kenneth Burke, he wrote an essay about this, that is symbolic action in a poem by Keats. So these are some of the facts related to Ode on a Grecian Urn. Okay, I hope you understood. That is, this particular poem is about a particular collection of classic Greek marble sculptures. That is, urn is something, a vase, a kind of vase that we will see. Okay.